Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Club exclusive figure subscription service edition of Nunchuck. Nunchuck is one of the guys out of the Ninja Force. Came out in the early 90s, 91, 92, something like that. Comes carded on a very lovely looking traditional 25th anniversary G.I. Joe figure card. Cool artwork on the front. Flipping it over, we've got the additional artwork on the back. It does show that it was the club exclusive FSS 4-01. So the first figure out of the fourth figure subscription service offering. And it's got a copyright of 2015, so we'll say it came out in 2015, so that's cool. If any of y'all want to see the actual file card here, you can pause it right there and read that if you'd like. Very cool though. Flipping it back over here, we're going to go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at him. And we'll just go ahead and cut this thing off. I'm actually curious as to any of y'all out there if you have a better way of removing these bubbles from the figure cards themselves. Particularly I'm looking at how to remove the glue out of it. So if you know how to do that very easily and efficiently, drop us a comment down below and let us know that. But anyways, it's cool package. So toss that to the side here. So we've got the figure stand. Go ahead and remove all this stuff here. So we got some swords and a backpack, a sai, the actual figure itself. We have another sai here, and looks like these things are kind of taped on there a little bit more than I was expecting, so we're just going to cut the tape on them. There we go. We got this cool spiky thing here and his signature nunchucks. So yes, the rest of this just packaging. I'm going to hold on to this for a second, not toss it, because I'm going to show you something at the end of this. But there we go. Let's zoom in, zoom. And about right there looks good. So what do we have here? We'll start with the figure stand. Traditional 25th anniversary figure stand here. 2 foot pegs on the top. The raised surface there. G.I. Joe logo. Codename Nunchuck. Other than that, pretty much standard issue. So very cool. Let's look at the accessories first, shall we? Let's start with the backpack. We do get this cool pack that actually has 2 swords built into it. Those swords are removable, so we're going to go ahead and remove them for the time being. The actual backpack itself, though, very cool looking. Not a lot of detail, but just enough to get it decent, I guess. The actual swords can mount on either side there, so depending on whether you're left-handed, right-handed, the pack pegs into his back like so. Pretty easily. Nice. And you can actually slide that to the side like that if you want to, or whichever way you want to. Swords. So these are pretty much standard ninja swords that we've seen in other packs here. Not a whole lot of detail, but some nice work here on the actual wrapping of the handle. They did manage to get the nice green color separated from the underneath gray there. So that two-tone effect going on there looks really nice. Hopefully y'all can see that here on the camera. It does work really well. And that slides into this one right here. Either that way or flip it around and slide it in that way. It sits a little flusher on this side, just so you know. Then we've got the, what is this, a Wakashi? It's a little bit long to be a Tanto, however you pronounce that. Drop a comment down below and let us know. Still pretty much the same design here. Very cool looking though. And it also slides in there like so. Pretty nice. Very easy. Moving on, we've got the two size here. We'll look at one of them by itself here. We've seen a couple of issues of this. It's nice that this has the nice green paint effect on the bottom end of it. So beyond that, not a lot of detail work, but still cool looking. And we do get two of those. They are identical, so very nice. We do have the nunchucks here that are kind of wrapped up here, so let's unwind them. Get a nice long cord on this chain, however you want to pretend it is. Very nice. Not a lot of detail work on these things, but they are basically sticks with the string attached. So very cool looking regardless. And the other thing is these little spikes, if I can get them to pick up here. Yeah, there we go. Just a little spike set here. Flip it over, you've got just a little peg hole on the back there for it to attach to something. And usually it attaches to the belt. I don't really see anything here for that to attach to be honest with you. Oh wait, there it is. On his the top of his shoulder, above these little buckle things, you've got the little attachment point for that. So you just pop it on there and those spikes just sit there like that. So yes, nice cool little throwing spikes. Beyond that, that's the accessories we get. We're going to sit that back over here for a moment and take a look at the actual figure itself, since we've actually got it in our hands. To just start off with, I've always really liked this figure. Back in the vintage release of it, it was a cool figure. It had the nice cloth, whatever you call this, on the helmet. It reminded me a lot of the Dusty figure from the vintage line, and that may be why it appealed to me because of that. I also really like the green and black tiger stripes. Just personally, I just always kind of like that effect, and this kind of works really well for that. So flipping it over, you can kind of see the detail work here. The actual belt itself has a lot of detail work on it. Try to zoom in there a little bit so y'all can see. Beyond that, it's kind of the traditional ninja costume here, so the same reissue figure base that we've seen many times before. It still does a really good job of representing a ninja, so good for that. We also do have this cool helmet that is removable, so you just pop this off. I think this was originally released as part of the Temple Guardian Storm Shadow figure, if I remember correctly, or a Snake Eyes Temple Guardian. I don't know. If you remember specifically, drop a comment down below. Let us know. But very cool looking helmet, anyways. Nice detail work, all in black. Pretty cool looking. It does fit on his head very easily. No problems whatsoever. Does do a good job of simulating that cloth headband wrap thing that he had on the vintage release, so that's cool. For the time being though, we're going to pull this thing back off here so we can see the detail work underneath here. Some nice work on the actual sculpting of the head. You can see all the little folds in the cloth and everything, so that's a very cool looking effect. So yes, very nice looking. Articulation wise, let's see here. The head does spin 360 degrees, and we've got quite a bit of up and down motion to go along with that. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. They're a little tight here. There we go. Ball and swivel at the elbow joints. We do have a swivel joint at the wrist, and it looks like, yes, it does have the side-to-side rocker as well. So you get a little bit extra motion in there. Rib cage twist feature, very nice. Plenty of ab crunch as well. Standard T-hook at the waist joint, the hips, so a full range of motion there. Double knee joints. This guy's a little stiff still. That's a good thing. Standard swivel and rocker there at the ankle joint. So all in all, really awesome looking articulation points here for this guy. The belt really looks really cool too. And the actual tied belt around his waist is really nicely done there. Lots of detail work there. So let's go ahead and gear this guy up. Stick his helmet back on there. See if we can twist his arms and get them a little bit less sticky. There we go. Alright, let's gear him up with his sword pack. Actually, pull that thing off for a minute. We'll throw this spiky thing on here. Probably should have done that first, but that's okay. There we go. Pop that on there. So we do have a little bit of a dilemma. He does not have any actual holsters for his size, so I'm just gonna play around to see. I guess technically we can stick them in the end of this, like so. Not really meant to do that, but it does work, so we'll do it like that. Then his nunchucks. And the backpack fell off again. There we go. And then slap his helmet back on there. And you're good to go there. So, very cool looking. I actually really do like this guy. Again, I was a fan of the original vintage release, so it shouldn't be too surprising that I'm a fan of this particular release. It's a great update to the character. It's a good reuse of parts on the side of Hasbro here. So all in all, really nice job here. If you don't have this figure, I think you'll probably want to try to pick it up, especially if you're a fan of the Ninja Force. You'll need this to kind of complete the set. All in all, very cool though. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Give us a big thumbs up if you dig what you're seeing. Drop comments down below. Let us know what you think about it and if you like the figure or not. And if you'd like to see anything specific in future episodes, let me know that as well. Until next time, Yo Joe!